А вот здесь я бы очень хотел, чтобы вы ощутили атмосферу зала во время игры Team Secret IG. Сейчас вторая карта. Первую, как вы знаете, взяли IG. Зачем вообще вот это смотреть? В этом матче, в первой карте, зал реагировал настолько эмоционально, что я очень захотел, чтобы вы ощутили это. И надо побольше... Ой-ой-ой, ой-ой-ой. Вот примерно так, только заметьте, это всего лишь один фраг, и еще даже 4 минут не прошло на карте, 5 не прошло минут. Поэтому надо, чтобы здесь было много-много болельщиков из СНГ, чтобы мы также поддерживали свои команды. В общем, наслаждайтесь, эти спецэффекты, это зрелище, и этот зал, это что-то совершенно сногсшибательное.
Will dodge a ball, he takes out the dust, and that leaves the Spirit Breaker along with none. Now getting his boots down to the level. They're going to swap lanes now, I think. Ferrari can go to the jungle if he wants here, and just give Quan one of the levels, but Quan just wants to pick up the level train. He's going to charge him. Find the but that's far looks for the big body parts. Can't quite corral him in, he will surge away. So forcing him out of the jungle again. This puppy will go back to pulling here momentarily, but it's like, so far, Shadow Fiend of 430, as you would expect, off to a hot start, and trying to keep up and doing a pretty good job of it so far as Arteezy. The rest of the Euros rather far behind for the early late stage. The good news though is that Burning is being pressured incredibly hard. He doesn't have the best CS to work with. 16 CS at 4 minutes, or 5 minutes actually, is about 20 behind where you want to be as a safe lane carry. It's a total just change up from last game especially. He also saw him go for the well raise. He's going for the 2 for Makuro. He dodged the other way. The courier nearly brought down what that was going on. The soul rings there. It's going to make it out to Kuroki, finding a lot of pressure on the map. And it's where Tron just needs a pack of dust to shut this down. And this is why Lo decided to go for the jungle first, because he knew that this was going to be a difficult lane to begin with. That combination of just 2 range heroes, the Lunar Blessing, 1 or 2 nukes from either of the heroes is enough to bring him down. And you have to be worried about that at all times. As a Darkseer, you've got the surge, but at the same time, if you get stun locked down, it's hard to be able to survive. And Puppy was on point there. What I'm a little bit concerned for with Secret is this mid matchup. Ferrari's snowballing incredibly hard. He's already got treads. There's almost no chance that they can kill him right now. They're going to have Sentry Wards pretty much the entire game mid for him, and they have to slow him down this game because he has the potential to just go off. He's level 7. The max raise is now available. Keep an eye on the dire jungle. No stacks here for 430, so he won't be able to accelerate his farm to the 17, and a lot of that does come down to the Darkseer. S4, nice D-ward near mid, denying 430 the upload vision that he's craving. No sentries here either. That could give Secret a little room to maneuver, and it's one of the nice things about the Zeus together with the Bounty Hunter Blitz is you can always keep that mid lane D-warded if you place your lightning bolts just right. Yeah, you nearly almost always have map control. S4 ready for us back. And so it's top lane. They have to kill Tiger because they need to open up the map a little bit more for Burning. The amount of harm that he has just isn't enough to cut it. Ferrari's far enough ahead that he can sacrifice a little bit of farm to just come up here and try to pressure, but it's going to take a little bit too long. And Zai plays so carefully. They're just going to push on Eddie. Buck's coming out to 430. He has a double damage turn. They think this means just a free tower. Puppy has just rotated in towards mid. He's going to swing towards top, but with no Zycle shot available, they said it's Roki not having level 6 IP. Get aggressive before the tracks come into play. Do a little curtain card bottom, soaking up experience. Mid lane being pushed a bit by S4. He does have the ult. Maybe something they can use together with the stun to go for a quick pick-off. Out comes the nuke from Puppy. Stun on the burn, will connect. Shuriken available. He's close to the kill range, but he's going to bottle up, stabilize. Zai still not level 6. The deny is there. Well played. But a young speed. Calm under pressure. And they almost have these heroes in kill range for the Zeus, who is now going to rotate for his top. But at least for now, it seems nobody's going to be quite low enough. Hook is just a crate or 2 away. Zai's got it now. Can he go for the hook here? There is some top laner available. They can combo this. Hook, rocket, and... Schwan. Oh, he's getting away. Working against Schwan. He's going to have to back away. He charges away. With the lightning bolt on cooldown. No way to stop that. It does keep Schwan on the defensive. That was a very early group up from YG. We really don't see it quite that soon.
I think it was just in response to the catapult coming and the DD room. You have to open up some space on the map for burning. If you take that tier 1 tower down, that means that you can just go to the jungle, you can farm a little bit more safe, you can pull your own creeps if you want. And it just makes it a little bit more difficult for Zai to push out this aggressively because he doesn't have a tower for heroes to compete to. So it does open up the map a little bit for burning, but Secret with a perfect response, getting burning low. Burning didn't want to use that doppelganger. 25 seconds cooldown in that situation was probably worth it, but Zai perfectly played there. He throws the rocket first, so he doesn't scare him, but he does enough damage and simultaneously launches the hook at the same time, able to nail that kill. And I mean, Burning is just so underfarmed right now, and this is a game where I feel like Secret just want to run at IG, because Luna is a 5-man hero.
And they almost have track. That's the big thing here. Kuroki already hit level 5, which considering how often he's been off the lane, is pretty good for him. It feels like the big thing they don't currently have, which is going to kick the aggression into overdrive. So if they make the move on bottom, Secret are already smoking away from this lane. Are they tapping around somewhere? It's like they head towards mid. In fact, yep, they're going to backstep the tower. Nobody from IG waiting, but it could lead to a freebie, as IG are also smoked. And even if they go towards mid, they'll be spotted, as their own smoke does wear off. They walk down the lane more mid, Secret moving past this lane. Showing us forward, the best pushing here. Both teams probably having a good idea where the opposition is. Burning the one man who's in slight danger of being caught out.
I think Secret actually thought that the Shadow King would be in the jungle if he wasn't mid. Because he didn't show himself at the bottom of that.
This will be big for Secret. Burning up like a top game. Walked right into Secret's waiting arms. Didn't have a chance. Secret, despite the early tower going against them, are already leading by 2,000 gold, 2,500 experience. Starting to pull ahead with this one, Blitz, and look at this from IG. They have another double damage for 430, looking to match S4 in the Rune department. What a timing for this, but Tron will get back, and they start to work on the big rock in the pit.
They don't have the medallion, but with this DD Rune on the Shadow King, I mean, they should be able to take this down. It's a pretty weak Roshan, only 8,500 HP. Not a whole lot of armor. And once they grab this, IG are going to feel so emboldened.
This is the mech. This is the mech as well.
Secret's going to see this coming, but it's way too late. This Ferrari is going to pick up the Aegis, and like you said, it's the mech. I think that means a signal to go for the 5-man.
Who do you favor here in the 5-man? Both teams have a lot of team fight with the Atlas well. We're going to see a charge. Not just kidding. Tron just making sure it still works. In fact, he finds the charge is not broken. But yeah, with this Zeus final pick, it did amp up Secret's team fight potential quite a bit. Going into that, they mentioned, I think you would agree, it was more gank-centric. This shores up their team fight potential early on. With the Aegis and the mech, do you see IG as far stronger in those clashes, or do you think Secret can take it?
I don't think it's far stronger, but Secret, they just have to outmaneuver them. The problem is when you have a hero like Clockwork, you go in with pretty much hard committed to that. Whereas IG, they've got a lot of different ways to re-engage, get out of that. You've got the Doppelganger from the Phantom Lancer, you've got Surge from Darkseer, the Charge from Swan. The Shadow King is a little bit of a hard commitment, but
Kuro, he went for just a split-second track when he got scouted out of this dust on Swan. Those reactions, almost instantaneous. He gets 2 tracks out, but it cost him his life. He was uphill and he showed himself for like just a quarter of a second, really. Tom was just expecting it, it seems.
The strength of that combination, the Darkseer plus the Spearbreaker is so good. I think IG always picks some sort of combo like that. They make sure that there's some way to abuse the Ion Shell even in the later phases of the game, so it's not wasted. It is a lot of additional damage, especially against supports in the mid and late game. And so I think they feel really comfortable driving that hero for a low every time. But the mech is not completed on the Shadow King. They're gathered on this 3. Burning's just showing himself at the bottom. I think he just doesn't want to make sure that RTZ gets 3 farm. And at the same time, it's really pretty safe lane from the PM because Secret's not really going to go to that side of the map anymore.
It's also tough for them to gank a Phantom Lancer. You've got the hook, but you can always just doppelganger away. If they hit the combo right, they have a ton of burst, but it does rely on getting that initiation off. And he's at the tower, so not an easy takedown. We're going to see RTZ go into drone splits, and normally as a carrier, RTZ known more for the farming-oriented builds. Sometimes we'll see like an early mech on Shadow Fiend, but he still focuses a lot on hitting creeps and getting ahead early. so far has Luna built very team fight centric, very 5-man centric, and they are starting to congregate here. They find a hook, it's a deep one on the face, he's completely trapped down. Can even get off a brave, no chance, and now as the Thundercat grab will finish him off. Now 430, rotate Andy tries to go with the mech to salvage that, but then too late. Arteezy moves some deep. Number 1 coming in, and it looks like Secret want to take this head on. Out goes the Lance, the Zeus Force that already online to try and counter this IG aggression.
I think the main reason why Luna decided to go to the drums all the way is because there's no natural mech carrier on the side of Secret. You ideally want your bounty hunter to have some insane start, and you can get Guardian creates at some point, but at this phase of the game, 14 minutes in, you're not going to have a mech on your carry to help out your carry, so you need a little bit more HP. Going for a BKB this early on pretty much means you lose the game as past the 20-minute mark once you've used 2 or 3 charges, and so Arteezy's going to jump to smart.
He's in a good position here. He's got the Eclipse at the ready. Is he going to go with it first? Moves it to start, track to follow, big call up again. Secret finding the pickoffs here. Can they turn this into a tower push? That's the question right now. Still a couple of 90 heroes in the neighborhood, but the hook shot is going to cool down in 2 seconds. Even so, side bottles up a haste, they will back off, and IG get their own 4-step. Will rush this. He did not go for the mech, that was a 430 grabs first. This will be their attempted solution to the hook shot. But at least for now, it feels like you don't need to trap it here with Pop. Just that initial hook into the Luna Blade Zeus is enough to kill it out anyone. BTP now, again, will dodge the charge. I think they actually just might have seen him moving towards that bottom lane in the mid-ward. They dodge yet another gang. Haven't seen too much aggression out of Tron aside from that one bounty on the kill.
I mean, he's trying time and time again, but
Secret, he's ready for it.
Yeah, exactly. At the same time, Luna has a surprising amount of armor. She's 1-0 in corner, 44 CS to boot. With just a little bit more tower pull, she'll have a fully pull. And this is going to pay off huge because nobody from IG is nowhere near BKB right now. Burning is going to suffer from this. And it's going to slow down things like the Darkseer Surge. It's going to be really effective against Twan, for example. And this is on the support Luna.
They're going to charge top Twan. A long gallop across the map. It's got it.
Камон, народ, вы это сейчас слышали, да? Это просто мясо. Вот я сижу сейчас, монтирую видео и просто безумие. Еще, кстати, когда кричат IG, если сейчас будут кричать IG, обратите внимание, что похоже на Нави. Вот.
And they are also out farming. When you look at creep scores, it's not even close for 430. Arteezy farming amazingly well in Shadow Fiend. He's 43 CS down on the Luna, only 60 minutes in.
I mean, they've just put so much pressure on Burning at all times. He hasn't actually had time to collect himself and find space for the farm. They got that kill on him at top. He was constantly pressured by the mid pushes, and I mean, Arteezy didn't really just let him relent at that bottom lane. If you look at his items right now, he's actually lower in net worth than the bounty hunter who's been roaming this entire game. That's a terrible sign of your Secret.
And meanwhile, for IG, Puppy's atop him. He's the 4th position here at Secret, but you wouldn't know it. Already a duel's complete with 3 towers taken down. The supports are getting their farm too. And he's close to being able to solo kill, but even Burning has gone for the very defensive, really cheap item build. Let alone the supports were just nitspeed for this, every bit of Secret feeling like they will be a factor in this game. And right now, a desperately starved Dancel on somewhat underfarmed Twan, but not harmfully so. And then the chorus, as you mentioned, quite far behind.
There's just so many things that Yul's after early game can't stop. Twan being the chief one among them, and before Ferrari gets to BKB, it's going to be incredibly useful. I think with that, Secret are just going to continue to push their advantage. They still don't have a mech on any of their heroes unless that's one flying in on the courier. Pro's pretty close to it, but they're just struggling a little bit too hard to piece anything together. And IG, they don't have that overwhelming team fight presence like they did last season. There's not a ton of reliable disables. The Spear Breaker's okay for it, but there's a lot of different counters to this game.
There's the Lightning Bolt, we've seen that. There's the potential Lita stun, the Yule's the easy one. There's something really good at canceling charge. They have a lot of counters to his initiation, and That's where you'd like someone else to go at first, but I mean, who's really going to do it? No Blink Dagger, although just a 4-stack, and only a level 1 back anyway, so it does feel like it falls to the outgunned Spirit Breaker to get the job done against all odds right now. They are starting to find a little more space here for Ferdinand. He pushes in the top lane, he has completed the drums, but at the same time, the pressure mounts from Secret Bottom. They've got the aggressive wards up, one top, one towards the bottom lane on the hill. Very impressive map control with a Kuroki bounty hunter constantly moving about. Another tower down. It's all but one already claimed for Secret. Barely 18 minutes into the game. And now they hunt for more. They are going to find Fatal Lightning Bolt comes out immediately, gets Yule stunned and done. Secret making it look easy. They hunt for more. Oh, 430. Give him a half second longer and he's done for there. Barely able to escape. And Zyzen coming hook shot. Still, the jungle wants to get taken over. And IG just having to play keep away, turning back towards bottom. But it's slow going compared to the anti-mage from last game. But he just doesn't have the farm to quickly shove these lanes in.
Part of the reason we were so confident that IG could make that comeback is because a hero like anti-mage flash farms so quickly. When you're behind, you can be really daring, you can push in lanes really far, and at the same time, he had reliable disables backing you up at all times.
Kuroki sees the courier, and he's going for it. It's going to take 2, 1. Nothing actually on the courier. Still, more gold into an already loaded Secret lineup. They're closing in on like a 750, 800 gold per minute advantage being gained here. Not quite the total stock 1,000, but it's damn close at this point.
I mean, 12k network lead already. Arteezy's got a full SNY, max stats already. He doesn't have to go to that early BKB, and I can't stress how critical that is. If he goes to the early BKB and IG turn off a few charges, and when he gets to the later phase of the game, it becomes much less effective than Luna. But the fact that he just decided to go for the stats build means that he's going to be able to fight in his early game, but at the same time in the late game, he's going to be just as effective.
Keeping an aggressive posture throughout the map here. We'll get the 430. You could kill him with the clips, I believe. Zuso coming out. 430 in quite a bit of danger. Lucian gets out the TP, trying to fog him. And Arteezy doesn't want to risk blowing the Eclipse. And he won't crack the heck with the 430 here. Plays a bit of peekaboo, ends up backing off. Again, gotta look at the wards here for Secret. They just have so much vision and map control. They're even gonna scout out Schwan charging towards bottom. Or Burning is hoping for an opening, but already has force TP'd out. So that opportunity doesn't amount to anything. Still, Secret just one step ahead of IG everywhere they go. And now they zero in on Faith. Thing comes out from Kuro, who's going to track him. Actually tracks him now. We'll end up backing him.
And that's a 20-minute Bloodstone 4-stack for S4, incredibly fast considering the start he had. It's second in net worth right now. The Shadow King starts to fall far behind this, even with the BKB.
IG, it seems they were doing a little stacking, but for the wrong team here. We're going to use that. 430 is moving back for Arteezy is still hitting the dire angels. He gets a double stack, 1800 mark goal. He wants that point where Secret right now, but the chase continues on 430. He's on the other way back. He's here. Can they counter this with a charge? Their stun already used. They get the combo. Is it enough? Laguna. Not quite sufficiently. But pick up from Pearl. Another stun coming out. They turn it in the end, bringing down the bounty hunter, saving the Shadow King, but it costs them a dark share. Another lucid beam. You will make it back. But IG, it takes the whole 5-man squad, and all it costs them is a bounty hunter. It's an even net worth exchange there. In the end, Secret still bottling IG up, but now they even look towards mid. They didn't use Eclipse, they still have Zeus Soul. And the wall is down.
I think this game, especially after how last one was, Arteezy's a little bit more content to just farm instead of going for these solo skill plays. Obviously, he's not playing that Blink Dagger to Shadow Kingdom, so he's just going to rely on the amount of farm that he's getting. And he has to know, even with that ancient stack, he's well ahead of Burning. Just judging their farm, Burning's about to get a diffusal play, but that's not nearly enough for him to be in fighting condition because, I mean, Secret have a ton of AoE. You've got the Zeus, who can just Arc Lightning spam. He's already level 13. He's got pretty much infinite mana with that. He can spam the Lightning Bolt. That'll instantly force Phantom Lancer back. So he needs probably another item or two, maybe something like a Hardcore Scotty to even approach fighting distance, but Arteezy, he's actually got so much armor now, 2,500 gold, this pure stat build like we talked about, and with this Aegis 2, this should be another tier 2 tower, maybe even high ground.
Let's see if Secret will go for it. For now, it's the Roche. Arteezy, an unfortunate dash. He does have frost armor from the Overcross made, so up to 31 armor and the attack speed slow Roshan. Just can't take the pummeling that Secret or Ministry.
That's a full active scepter completed on Puppy, by the way. That's a 23-minute item. Dual scepter.
So I'm looking at that player pick is Sessions right now. Almost a one-shot at 23 minutes and to support Lena. Free ages. It's not even an attempted contest. Hell, you look at Bernie, 1290 HP. This Laguna Blade attack is how?
This is pretty much, and that's your carry. That's your one position. This is like a slightly underfarmed core Lena.
Like in mid, he's the third most farm. He's almost up there with X46, and he didn't even go for something greedy like a Midas. That's what I mean. He found like they bursted down and without the visuals, without the Laguna Blade even. IG, no chance for split push Secret. They took a long time to try to end the last game, perhaps too long, because they fell short and they waste no time in breaching base now. They are just so damn far ahead. IG, if they can somehow hold this, they just have to be one of the scariest high-ground teams in this event, but it's going to be the absolute hardest hold of their tournament lives right now. Birdie gets quickly nuked down. He's got to worry about this Laguna Blade from Puppy. Sitting far back tower, about to drop. Nobody wants to go in. Nobody wants to get close to Secret, and that means it's over.
Вот так. Вот так это выглядит, ну, чисто технически, не из ложи Virtus.pro, а из ложи Нави. Вот. Отсюда просто немножко другой вид.